Hi guys, welcome to Rat Rides. This is Hassan Shirazi. I have a special one for you today. Today I'm going to be comparing my 1997 Toyota 4Runner SR5 4x4 V6 with the manual transmission against the 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro in this shiny solar octane color. If you're new to this channel, in the previous episode we did the full review of this 1997 Toyota 4Runner in the 5-speed V6 and 4x4, which is kind of a unicorn for this body style. And we also done a full review on the 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro in the solar octane. Today we're going to be taking both of these cars to my mechanic, Tom Huerta. Yes, it's the same mechanic that has worked on my 1997 C36 AMG that has been modified, both exterior, interior, and engine work. And he's also worked on this 4Runner, the 5-speed manual. He's done the timing belt, valve cover gasket, driver and passenger side. He's done a lot of maintenance on here and a few of my other cars. Also, Tom has a very, very unique 1994 Mazda RX-7, nicknamed the Red Bull. So this gentleman is a master mechanic and he knows a lot about cars. So today we're going to be taking both of these vehicles. We're going to rack them up at Tom's mechanic shop called Quantum Mechanics. It's in Huntington Beach, the same city that I live at. And we're going to get his professional opinion to see which Toyota 4Runner is the all-time favorite Toyota 4Runner. Is it going to be the third generation that a lot of folks like because they're narrower body, they can tow up to 5,000 pounds, and they also came with manual transmission as this unicorn that you see? Or is it going to be the fifth generation that a lot of people like because it's been made actually the most since 2010 all the way to 2023, and actually 2024 is going to be the last year of this generation. So we're going to get his professional opinion which one he thinks is better. Also, this one has a lot of TRD goodies and Fox internal bypass shocks. So we just want to know which one Tom thinks is a better Toyota 4Runner. Also, as usual, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. That's one of the ways that gets our channel growing, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Alright guys, now we're driving the 97 4Runner 5-speed to Tom's mechanic shop, and Tom is gonna tell us what basically he's done on this car and what's his professional opinion in regards to this 5-speed manual V6 4x4 Toyota 4Runner that has a lot of miles, but it's a very, very clean example. As soon as I purchased the car, within like 3 or 4 days, I took it to Tom and he did a thorough inspection of the car, and he replaced a lot of things, mainly the timing belt, the valve cover gasket for the, I believe, the passenger side, and recently on the most recent maintenance, he also changed the driver's side valve cover gasket, and he's done a lot of other things, cosmetic stuff that he's going to tell you about it as well. Now we are pulling into Tom's mechanic shop, Quantum Mechanics. All right, let us see where the man is. All right, now we're racking up the 97 Toyota 4Runner 5-speed manual. And we're gonna see basically the undercarriage, everything that's going on under the car. And I'm gonna let also Tom tell you a little bit more about this car. All right guys, I'm gonna let Tom tell you a little bit about this 1997 Toyota 4Runner. Now, he's done a lot of maintenance work on it. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, hi. Last time this car was in, we took the upper and lower intake manifold off and did the driver's side valve cover gasket due to just a kind of a heavy sweat. If you look here, we've got no leaks noted. This was a California car, no rust whatsoever. 5-speed manual V6, no witness marks on any of the frame as far as being in a collision. I really like to look at these Cosmoline lines. Those are really hard to reproduce in the event of an accident. Just an amazing car. Original owner had this for about 7 years.
Previous owner had it for 7 years. I'm the 5th owner, so the 4th owner had it for 7 years.
While it was here, we did some upgraded bulbs in the front. We converted the headlights to LED, the parking lights to LED, the rear brake lights to LED. Just looks really good at night, nice and bright. But as we were talking about before, when you say you remove the upper and lower intake manifold, this is a 2-piece manifold. So this is the upper portion, this is the lower portion. Obviously we take the throttle body off and the airbox to give us some more room. But you can see here that the valve cover itself is actually tucked up underneath this upper and lower intake manifold assembly. So that needs to be removed to get to the valve cover. Once you take that valve cover off, you clean and prep all the surfaces and replace the gasket. All right, so one of the other things that we did when we first got this vehicle in is obviously do a timing belt. It is a maintenance item. It's got a wear life to it. Took the timing cover off. Obviously, we drained the cooling system. But with that, we put a new timing belt, tensioner, and a new water pump because you're already there. But this thing's got a lot of maintenance to it. A lot of love. Should last for a really long time.
Also, Tom changed the lighting on the front and rear on this car.
All right, so what we have here is the lace fit LED lighting system we're going to install on that Toyota 4Runner. Looks like we've got headlights, parking light bulbs. Going to figure out where these bad boys go. These look like they could be basically for the high beams. And we got some other goodies here.
What was it, headlights? Tell us about it.
We did the headlights and then these side marker lights. Last Fit donated some lights to us. Normally this car came with halogen bulbs. We upgraded them to LEDs, so let me turn those on for you and I'm going to show you what they look like.
Perfect. Wow, they're nice and bright.
So much brighter, especially at night while driving. Really makes the whole front end pop out. All right, so one of the most common things about these higher mileage Toyotas, when you go to put the key in, normally you'd see the clock light up, and that wasn't happening when we first got this vehicle. What we ultimately ended up doing was taking off this bezel, removing the clock, and then resoldered the circuit board. As time goes by and heat passes through that voltage, the soldering joints start to break. So what we do is we resolder the circuit board and plug her all back in, and now she works.
Perfect. And then you also, remember you replaced this and then the rear wiper arm as well.
Yeah, so one of the things that Isan wanted us to do was just kind of replace this cover. It looked like it had been, been used up, had some wear. We got a replacement part for it, put that on. Really no modifications needed with that. And then we also put on the rear wiper arm because that was starting.
Oh yeah, and then don't forget about, remember we changed the shift knobs too? Yeah, because one of them had TRD, didn't match the car. Yeah. And then the other one was brown, so we obviously changed both of those. These are OEM parts, so. All right, and then what else you changed?
We got the rear wiper arm. We put that on. The old one was kind of old and rusty, and then what we did was we also painted this portion of the arm itself just to kind of match with the color of the vehicle.
Perfect. And then this car can also tow 5,000 pounds. Remember, so the 5th generation can tow 5,000 pounds. This one can tow 5,000 pounds. That one is about like almost 4,800, 4,700 pounds, but this is a 3,800 pound car. So
they can tow more than they weigh.
So did they change like some kind of a gear ratio? Although it's a 26 years younger, or I mean older than the. Yeah, what did they do? How would you figure they managed to do that?
Definitely some changes in the gearing when you're talking about weight and towing. With the new vehicles, I mean, they just produce so much more power, being a hybrid and fuel. Just tons of torque, and with torque you can move mountains or drive right through a Walmart.
Right. Well, hopefully we don't drive through a Walmart. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tom.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Now we're going to take this 97 5-speed 4Runner out, and we're going to bring the 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro back in. Guys, now we're driving to Tom's mechanic shop. We're just gonna go take this 5th generation Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. We're gonna rack her up, and we're gonna get Tom's professional opinion in regards to this tried and true, reliable, old school, boxy Toyota 4Runner, and see what Tom says as far as what he thinks is a more reliable and durable Toyota 4Runner. Now, both of these cars are very, very popular. Personally, I think the first generation Toyota 4Runner, the third and the fifth generation Toyota 4Runner are the most desirable and popular Toyota 4Runners as far as not just reliability, but the looks and their off-road capability. All right, we're almost at Quantum Mechanics, and let's see. He's usually very, very busy. Let's see how busy he is today. Hey, Tom. All right, guys, now Tom is racking up this 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro, and we're gonna hear his professional opinion, what's going on under this car.
Hey everybody, looks like we have a 2023 TRD Pro on the rack right now. Just kind of giving it the once over. It has a body on frame design. If you want to look closely here, we've got Fox factory shocks with an internal bypass. Looks like a solid rear axle. Over here we have a shield for the gas tank. Looking at the four-wheel drive system here, differentials off to the driver's side. And it looks like it has the beefier 4-piston calipers in the front, a beefier sway bar, and it also looks like we have the factory installed TRD skid plate, which is pretty nice.
What do you think of this car? Do you think this is more off-road capable than the 97 4Runner that you saw?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
This
okay.
looks like something you can take off the showroom floor, take it right to the dirt, not have any issue.
Oh.
The body on frame design is nice. Looks like we got beefier sway bars. Obviously the shock suspensions in the front look great.
What do you think of the tires, the wheels and tires?
Oh man, these things are
Mud grapplers.
Yeah, these things are just built to last. Toyotas.
Well, you heard it from the man. This guy is he's an expert. He's worked on multiple cars. Tell him a little bit about your expertise, Tom.
Factory trained Mercedes tech, but you know, been getting into the off-road scene here with Isan. These things are just absolutely incredible. I mean, if you look at these welds on the frame, I mean, they really did a number on this car. It looks really, really good.
And then your RX-7.
Yeah. And from birth, actually.
Oh my God.
My father took me home in an RX-3.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's how I got started. So it was destined.
All right, guys. Tom is going to tell us a little bit about the engine of this 5th generation Toyota 4Runner. Now, if you guys know from my previous videos, this engine has been in Toyota 4Runner since 2010. This is when this generation of 4Runner was debuted. It's a 4-liter, naturally aspirated. It makes about 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. It has a 5-speed old school transmission, and you know, it does a 0 to 60, as I mentioned, about 7.3 seconds. Now, what do you think, Tom? What is your observance about this engine?
I've always loved Toyota engines. They're really, really, really solid. I mean, they're just built so well. Just from the looks of this thing, you can tell that they really put some time and effort into making this vehicle.
Excellent. Anything you want to add when you see, obviously, your eyes, since you're a master mechanic, it's totally different than somebody like me when he looks at a car, or a normal person. Anything you want to point out as far as that just comes at you? I know this car only has 1,800 miles. You know, it's basically a brand new car, but what do you think when you see this car, when you just open the engine bay?
It looks beautiful. It looks like they were always sticking with the airbox being on the passenger side, which is great. Looks like it has possibly a dual EGR system on it, naturally aspirated motor.
Excellent. Yeah, this is a old school naturally aspirated.
Yeah, and not bad. It's 5,000 pound towing capacity for a 4,700 pound truck. Can't shake a stick at that.
Oh.
Yeah, built really well.
All right, so which one would you take? Would you take this car or the rare unicorn 5-speed manual transmission Toyota 4Runner? That's what I like. I like that. I'm an old school. What do you think?
I like the millennial theft device. I would always have to go manual.
Okay,
Especially
all right.
when you're off-roading.
Excellent. Well, you heard it from the man. This is obviously Tom's professional opinion, and I'm very, very glad that he let me bring both of these cars into his shop, and we'll let you guys decide. So which one is a more reliable and tried and true Toyota 4Runner 3rd generation or the 5th generation? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Rad Rides, comparing my 2023 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro in solar octane against this 1997 Toyota 4Runner SR5 4x4 and with a 5-speed manual transmission. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll have some more episodes. Definitely we'll be featuring the Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. I hope by watching this episode you have an idea which of these very popular generations of 4Runner is going to be the one that you want to have and the one that you want to drive. And until the next time that we have another car that has significance in automotive history, or as usual when we compare and contrast some of my own personal cars, make sure to like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification button.